Morning traders, welcome to this week's Elliott Forex and cryptocurrency market analysis webinar. I hope you all had a great week. As usual, I will be showing you how we focused the market in the last week, how the market played out, and what the outlook for this coming week is. Right, so that's what we're going to be looking at today. If you would like to contact us, you can do so. Our contact details are on our YouTube channel. Under the description of all our videos, you'll find our contact details. If you just open any of our videos on the Trading Waves channel on YouTube, you'll find the contact details. So those are the contact details there. You can use that number for WhatsApp or Telegram. There's also a Telegram link that you can use there. You also can reach us via our website, trading-waves.com. As well as our social media pages, Twitter and Facebook. You can follow us there. Now, talking about our website, this is our website, Trading-Waves. So we post a chart of the week here every week. And for the past 4 weeks, that chart has been playing out inch perfect. Now, if I just take you through the one or the recent one, let's have a look at the most recent one here. So chart of the week, let's see what you would have gained if you have just checked out our website in the last week. So we posted pound chief in the last week. So let's have a look at pound chief. So that was the setup. That is the chart that was sent out last Sunday. So for the past 4 weeks, we've given over 2,500 easy pips on our chart of the week because it almost always plays out for the last couple of weeks. So this is the one. This was pound chief. Just have a look at how pound chief has played out, and we will do that one on the recap as well. So let's have a look here at pound chief. I just want to go to the live pound chief chart so you can see how this has played out. So let's just go to it there. All right, so pound chief, we've reached the target that we were looking for. So let's just go back to the chart. So this is the chart. Let me just open it up here, zoom it in here. So as you can see, there was the forecast there from about 2159 and expecting a drop to around 1900, and that has played out inch perfect, as you can see here. Let me go to the 1 hour chart because this is now on the weekly. So let's have a look here. So the forecast was here. Let's just get my annotation here. This is pound chief, and the focus was for this one to drop from here and to get around 1900. As you can see, it has already done that in the last week. So if you had checked out our website, you would have gotten these pips again, about 340 pips in just a single pair. Easy pips, and you can see that is an impulsive move. All right, so guys, if you like our content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, and hit that bell notification button so that you can get an alert the next time we upload a video. Let's look at some of the recap of the charts that we have looked at in the last week. So we use the Telegram channel for our communication. So let's have a look at that. All right, so we're going to go through the recaps. I've already opened these links, so we'll check them here on this browser here. So let's have a look at what we looked at. So I've just shown you the pound chief chart. So on the chart of the week, we only posted it on Sunday, but we already knew the week before that we needed that to drop from about 122.5. So we just wanted to get you guys to ride onto the trend around that area. That's why we gave this one to you for a chart of the week, and has already dropped 350 pips as you've seen. This is a pound chief, and this is how pound chief has played out. As you can see, easy 498 pips drop as forecasted, and we still expect this to drop a little bit more in the next coming sessions. So that was a nice one for the week. Right, so the rest of the chart. So this is New Zealand chief. So obviously you would not expect pound chief to drop and expect otherwise on New Zealand. So let's have a look at this one here. So this was an easy one here. We're just looking for this one to drop, and as you will see here, there was a nice easy impulsive move on New Zealand chief as forecasted. So this is the one here, and we drop 246 pips on New Zealand chief. Right, next one here, AUDCHF. Obviously, the chief pairs were just looking strong, so that's why we could have, if the chief is strong, obviously it is a quoted pair, so you'll expect that pair to drop. You've got AUDCHF in this case here, expecting it to drop as follows. Look at that, it drops as expected. So this is how this one has played out. AUDCHF, easy one here. The yen pairs have just been so giving over the last couple of sessions because they have just been bullish, and every time we get an opportunity for a buy, we always did that. So look at this one here, gave another opportunity for a buy. Our indicator showed us that this one was going to continue to the upside. So that is a Chief Yen. So let's have a look at how Chief Yen has played out. I'm just showing you just a selection of the few. I'm not going to go through everything today, just going to show you a few of these. So look at this one here, easy 592 impulsive move as forecasted. This is what our members get before the moves, right? So that was a nice one, Chief Yen here. This one is Bitcoin. So for the cryptocurrency webinar, you can just check it out on YouTube. Just check the next video on the cryptocurrencies, and then we'll be updating this one in detail. But just to show you what to expect, this is the Bitcoin chart in the last week, and this is what we expected. We expected this one to drop exactly from here. Why were we expecting that to drop from there? Because we were in this degree here. We're expecting 5 waves to drop here on Bitcoin. So we understand that structure very clearly on Bitcoin, and that is what we expected. As you can see here, that is the green degree that I was showing you here, 1, 2, 3, and we're still expecting a 4 and a 5. We are now trading below 20,000 on Bitcoin. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff that's happening on the cryptocurrencies, and I see a lot of panic, but if you want our opinion and our technical view on the cryptocurrencies, you can just watch our crypto video. Right now, coming to today's analysis, let's go to analysis for today. So we have got our course that has started running from the 13th of June. Okay, so we've started running our course last week, Monday. The course is ongoing. We've only gone for about 2 days. We will be continuing on day 3 this week. It's a 10-day course. If you'd like to join us, you can still do so. You can get the recordings of the previous sessions and a full recording of the previous course, so you can get yourself up to speed. So the course is available. You can still join if you're interested in that. All right, so let's have a look. What is the outlook for this week? Let's have a look at the DXY. So the DXY, we have seen this pullback in the last week. So we're still expecting the DXY to continue pushing to the upside. So we've got this 3-wave structure here, still expecting this one to continue to push to the upside in this coming week. So why are we expecting the DXY to do that? If I just show you one of our charts here on our website for members, let's have a look here at the DXY and why we're expecting the DXY to still have one more move to the upside. Let's have a look. Right, so that is the DXY, that is a 1-hour chart. I want us to look at this structure here. So we expected this one to make a pullback. We're expecting the wave 4 here and the wave 5 in the yellow degree to still play out. We are still in this blue wave 3. I'll show you that in the higher degree, blue wave 4, and we're expecting this one to make a move to the upside. So on the 4-hour, you'll see something like this. That is that blue wave 3 that was indicating that. That's the blue wave 3, blue wave 4. We're still expecting this to make a push to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this move, the reason why we're still expecting upside here is because we're expecting 5 waves here in this leg, and the 5 waves in that leg is this here in the yellow degree. These are the 5 waves. So we're looking for these 5 waves and the last one here before any bigger correction on the DXY. Now, obviously, you'll expect exactly the same as far as the euro is concerned. We'll go have a look at the euro. So the euro, we expect that to also make a continuation to the downside. We may just get something like that, but we're still expecting more downside. This one is also making a wave 4 and a 5. So I'll go through also to the chart. I just show you the 1-hour chart here on the euro. Let's have a look here on the euro. Okay, euro US dollar. Right, let's have a look at euro US dollar. There is euro US dollar. So just like the DXY, as you can see here, we are in this wave 3, 4, and we're looking for 5 waves. In this case, it's a red degree here. Okay, so let's have a look here. It's a minor degree. So the reason why we still want one more down, just like we did with Bitcoin last week, was because we were looking for this one to continue to the downside. So last week, even when we were here, we expected this one to drop, and we've already dropped. And that is the expectation in this week as well. So if we just go to the 4-hour, so you can see where that comes from. So that is that red wave 3 and the 4 here. And we are currently in this, this is the wave 4 in this intermediate degree 3 and a 4. So what we are looking for is 5 waves here in this degree. Let me just take that off. So we're looking for these 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's why we expected this to continue to the downside. So we've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has already played out there. We're expecting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play out in that area. Okay, so that's what we're having here. Red 5 waves here for the last wave 5. All right, that is the euro, just the inverse of what we're expecting of the DXY. Now the rest here are paired obviously against the US dollar. So you would expect all the pairs that are against the US dollar to continue the drop, as we're expecting one more up on the DXY. So look at this one here, 3 waves up. We're expecting this one to correct and continue to the downside. This is pound US dollar now. We're still expecting that to continue to the downside, okay, based on that. So the US dollar is going to have some strength again in the coming week. So let's see how that plays out. So this is US dollar CAD, expect a pullback and a continuation to the upside into the new week as well. So if I just go back here, on US dollar CAD. So let's have a look here on the 4-hour. So this is the 4-hour on US dollar CAD. So still bullish here. We're still going to see a bit more upside. Now the structure on US dollar CAD, you can make a case for a structure like this here on US dollar CAD. Let me put it on the daily. Let's put it on the daily so you can see the structure here that we are looking at here. So you can make a case for this one to be a complex B correction here, and for this one to have been 3 waves to the downside, or rather 5 waves to the downside, a pull back up, a move back up here, and the yellow degree would be a running flat, breaks the top but does not break the low, and we could be going for a move to the upside. So this would be a continuation move to the upside here to around this level before we get the drop. So look at this one here. So that is the expectation here. So you can have this one in the purple degree doing this W, X, and then a Y structure here, and then we start looking for this one to start dropping to the downside. Okay, so for now, we're still looking for this one to make a move to the upside. There is another alternative that we're sharing with our members, but either way, this should at least come to around 134 before any move or pullback, or as far as the structure that we're looking at is concerned. So for now, still expecting this one to continue pushing to the upside in this coming session. All right, so that is US dollar CAD, US dollar CHF. Right, so US dollar CHF has pulled back. Let's just show you the structure here on the website and what the forecast is here on US dollar CHF. What are we anticipating into the new week on US dollar CHF? Right, so this is US dollar CHF. So we're still expecting this one to make another move to the upside. We've already got this move here to the upside. Let's have a look here on US dollar CHF. So we've already got that move. We already have this move to the upside here, okay? So we are seeing this one coming down here. So possibilities are for this one to come down here and make this move here. So we could have this structure here on US dollar CHF and we still see more upside, okay? So last week we focused for this one to come around 99 at parity again, and then we wanted to see this one continue to push the upside, but we have pulled back. It looks like it's just going to give us a flat here and a continuation to the upside. Let's see how this plays out into the new week. All right, for AUD US dollar, AUD US dollar is nothing but just a pullback for continuation to the downside, just like the rest of the pairs against the US dollar. 1, 2, 3. Expect this to continue to the downside in the next week. Be careful of this strong possibility here as well, where you can have this one as a flat before continuing to the downside. So we wait for this structure to build, and we'll decide whether we're going to take it straight from here or we're going to have one more up before we come down. Let's see how that plays out. New Zealand is exactly the same. It's a 3-wave pullback. We are still bearish in the New Zealand against the dollar. So we've got that 3-wave pullback here, A, B, C structure here, A, B, C, and we're still expecting this one to continue the drop here. Pull back here, looking for this to continue to the downside. Okay, so that's what you have on New Zealand. US dollar ZAR, this one is correlated to US dollar CAD mostly. So we've got this structure here pulling back here in 1, 2, 3. So we've got that, and then it pushes to the upside with this 1, 2, 3 back here. We'll be expecting this one to consolidate around this area, at least come and take 1620 again. There's a possibility for this one to come back here before continuing to the upside, so we can get a flat here. So let's see here if we're going to get this one pulling back, or if this is all a correction and if this is ready for a move to the upside. So we'll just need to see it go to 1620 again before the next move. All right, now let's have a look at the yen pairs. The yen pairs, we've been saying that they look like they're at the end of their moves, and it does look like they're at the end of the moves, but a pair does not just get to a level and just drop like that. So let's have a look here at what the anticipation is here. If you look at the weekly chart on pound yen, this looks like it's about to drop heavily in the next coming days. Now, if you look at this structure, we have been looking at this structure since 2017, building up like this as a structure like that. So it looks like an expanding flat. We have reached this level here. So we want to see here if we're going to have that confirmation of a drop. Okay. So anything below here, we will be tracking our structure here. We'll be tracking our structure in our cycles here below this to see if this is going to confirm and if the indicator is going to confirm reversal for a drop. Because after this drop, this is going to be a massive one for a couple of thousands of pips. But as you've seen, we don't just take it in one go. We take it one trade at a time. So this is about a 5,000 pip drop or more if we get that trade right. Now, why are we looking at that like that? So you will see that pound US dollar has done exactly the same thing, and we have forecasted inch perfect that pound US dollar was going to drop after making this expanding flat. You see here, I'm on the weekly chart here as well, and we have forecasted this move on pound. And if you check the previous videos, we have been saying that this is going to drop. It's going to drop about 3,000 odd pips. So it's exactly the same scenario with pound yen. If it's lagging pound US dollar, we may be getting this move. Okay, so that will be a very interesting move to get. At this stage, that has not confirmed as yet. We may still see this one push up for one more before the drop. But let's have a look here. What is the RSI showing you? So the RSI is showing me that that move is already, that move to the upside is unsustainable. Okay, just looking at the RSI now. When I talk about the RSI, guys, I'm not talking about the indicator strategy that we use. I'm just talking about the RSI that everybody uses for divergence. Some uses the MACD for divergence, which is okay. I use the RSI. So this is the RSI. It's just showing you that there is a massive divergence. You're seeing these high highs, but the RSI is not confirming that. And that move can only fail if that RSI breaks above here. So for now, as much as this is going to the upside, those are misleading moves, guys. Don't be misled with that. We'll be looking for a big move to the downside, and our members are going to get first-hand information or first-hand charts when that move is concerned, as far as that move is concerned for downside. Okay, that is pound yen. Pound US dollar also looking like it's at the end of its move. Although we don't really have divergence in around this area, we're still going to see some upside here on per US dollar yen. So US dollar yen is still showing us some upside here. So we're still going to see a bit of upside. We've got this expanding flat here. We're going to see something like this here. 138 is still a possibility here as far as US dollar yen is concerned, but around that area, we will be expecting a big reversal or a pullback. Euro yen, right? So Euro yen also is almost at the end of its move, but I'm just going to show you the 4 hour. We are going to see a bit more upside in this week. So this should consolidate around this area and see a move to the upside. But eventually we're going to start seeing this reversal here. If you just look at the daily chart here, let's have a look at this one here. If you look at the daily chart, okay, looks like we are at the end of this last move here. So we're going to see 148 possibly before the drop. So the move to the upside is still intact, still bullish, but we will see a reversal soon. So we're buying cautiously. Chief yen, you've seen this one here in the last week, how we forecasted this one here for more upside. So this was the focus on Chief yen. Let's just go to the 1 hour so you can see the move. So we are still expecting a bit more upside on Chief yen. The focus for this week here on Chief yen was this one here. This is where we got Chief yen, the move around here for upsides. Those 598 pips that you've seen came from that structure. So we want to see here, this consolidation, is it still going to continue to the upside? That's what we're tracking for this week. Okay, AUDN, you've also seen this one during trade recaps. Okay, so this one was a 3-wave move back, and it's looking like we're still gonna see a bit more upside. So let's see here. This does not look very strong for upside. So let's see if we're gonna just get to that level. All right, so AUDN, New Zealand yen. Okay, New Zealand yen, as you can see, looking very bullish there. So we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3. That's a 3-wave pullback. That's an impulsive move. consolidation around this area. We'll be expecting this to continue to the upside on New Zealand in the coming session. CAD yen looking pretty interesting. We've got that pullback. We have forecasted that we're gonna have this three-wave pullback when we're going to start seeing a move to the upside as far as CAD yen is concerned. So that's a three-wave pullback. Expect a move to the upside. Right. So let's go to the commodities. Commodities are pretty easy as to what we are expecting here. Let's go to the 4-hour. Now, if you look at the 4-hour here on gold, looks like we're going to have a structure like this. So very interesting structure here. So we've got a move to the upside. We're expecting this one to be a 1, 2, 3 back. There's possibility for this one to come around this level, but eventually what we're expecting of gold is for it to drop, okay? So whatever structure forms here, we're expecting that when that structure is complete, we expect a drop on gold. Right, so that is the one here, and XAG, this is silver. We'll expect the same thing here. So we are still in this corrective structure pullback here. We're expecting silver. If you're gonna see upside on silver, it will just be to complete this corrective structure. 23 will be an interesting area because you could have a blue box area here, and we could be looking to sell silver once again the same way we did here around that area. Okay, so let's see here. Platinum, you've seen this one. It was a blue box trade setup in the last week or two where we sold this one around this area here in anticipation of this structure to play out as a corrective structure there. So we've got a move here. We've already dropped a couple of points, right? So we'll be expecting platinum to continue the drop. All right, so those are the commodities, and let's have a look at Brent crude oil. Brent crude oil looks to be playing out exactly what as we anticipated. Remember what we said of Brent crude oil last week, and you just referred to that video as well, that we could be having a structure like this where we have this one as 1, 2, 3, and if it is 1, 2, 3, that means we still have this structure here going like 1, 2, 3. So this can make a reversal at any point, but we'll be looking for it to complete the red degree here in order to complete the white degree here in order to complete this green degree here, 1, 2. So it will not be surprising to see this one come down, go up, and come down. So we'll be anticipating that this corrective structure, when it is done, the green one, when the green one is done, we'll be looking for a blue box area for a move to the upside, okay? So that is Brent crude oil consolidating, going sideways, really not going anywhere for the last couple of sessions. So it's consolidating, it's not dropping. So we may see oil consolidate around whatever structure it builds. When it's done, we'll be looking for upside. That is Brent crude oil. Right, so pound Audi. Let's have a look at pound Audi. So I'm going to look at this one on the daily, just have a look at bigger picture. We've been looking for this one to actually drop. But it looks like that corrective structure is not done as yet. So this is the corrective structure. Looks like it was premature, so we can be looking at this one to be playing out like that. Regular flat, a move to around this level. So we can go back around that level before we get that drop, which will be an A, B, C move here on pound Audi, and we'll be looking for this one to do that structure. Okay, so a move to around this level will be completing the correction on pound Audi. Pound New Zealand. Similarly, pound New Zealand, the structure seems to be incomplete, so we can get to around this level here as well. Let's see here. We have got a move to the upside. We've got a pullback here in expanding flat. So we're anticipating that this could be making a move to around this level. So that structure, as you can see here, we've got 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2. Won't be surprising to see one more move to the upside here before we drop, and then we'll have this one as a WXY structure and then expecting a drop, okay? That is pound New Zealand. Right, pound CAD, let's have a look. Pound CAD, have we reached the end of the move as far as pound CAD is concerned? Last week, I showed you the structure on pound CAD. Let's see here if we've not updated it. If we have not, you'll be able to see again just how we forecast these moves. 1,500 pip drop on pound CAD was forecasted a couple of months back, and that's what I showed you last week. I want to refer to it here again so we can see clearly what the next move is going to be. Look at this one on the daily. Actually, this one has been updated. This is actually the most recent one here in June. Unfortunately, that has been updated. So last week, what I showed you was that this here was around this area. We forecasted this move. The current move that you see, 1,000 pips here on pound, was forecasted from here, and we've dropped 1,500 from here. You can just refer to the previous videos and how we've been focusing this one over time. Okay, so are we ready? So this is where we focused pound yen here, rather pound CAD. that move here, that was the entry area, and we've dropped 1,500 pips. Just watch last week's video. You'll see this perspective that I've shown there. 1,500 easy pips. It has just been an impulsive move to the downside as far as pound CAD. Is it ready for a move to the upside? We are pulling back. We're expecting at least just this here and continuation to the downside. We are at a critical area here as far as pound CAD is concerned. So we'll be monitoring that. Pound CHF. Need I say more about pound CHF? This was our chart of the week, as you've seen. So chart of the week, we focused at that. That's going to drop from here. Already dropped over 450 pips. So expect more downside here on pound CHF. Let's have a look at more peso, euro, euro pound. So euro pound looks like this corrective structure is going to start the drop again. But as far as this is concerned, we're still going to see a little bit more upside here to around this level before the drop. Okay, so expect a bit of a move to the upside. So let's just look at the bigger structure here on euro pound. Now, if you look at this one here, it looks like this structure has completed in this week. So it doesn't look like we're going to see any more upside. So expect a consolidation here, that this is going to come down here. So we'll be monitoring this current level here on euro pound to see if it's going to confirm that drop. Okay. Euro AUD. Last week, we were seeing this corrective structure here in 3 waves on euro AUD, and then we expected that this is going to make 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2. Won't be surprising to see one more up before the drop, because that will be a nice easy WXY structure here on euro AUD. It will be a very interesting blue box if it plays out the way we're anticipating around that level. That is a euro AUD. Euro New Zealand, we are seeing this move. What we're seeing here is a 3-wave move down, 1, 2, 3 up. Possibilities of this one coming here for around this level and a continuation to the upside. So we'll be monitoring this space here. Let's see here if we're going to get that confirmation in the lower degree. Let's see on the 4-hour if it's confirming anything yet. Let's have a look. Right, so that is Euro New Zealand, 1, 2, 3. We'll be looking for this one to continue the drop as follows. All right, so that's what we have there on Euro New Zealand. Expect continuation to the downside. Looks like we're going to confirm that move. EURCAD. EURCAD last week had completed this move. We're anticipating that after this is going to drop, but it looks like it's making a double, as you can clearly see here. That is the move here. 1, 2, 3, and we may have then completed that. We can start looking for a move like this on EURCAD. Let's see how this plays out into the new week. Those are the euro pairs. EURGBP obviously follows pound CHF. This one, you just need to see continuation to the downside. Any move here, any build up of a structure here, you look for this to continue to the downside, exactly the same way you expect pound CHF to continue the drop. AUD New Zealand, last week, we saw this one pulling back for this move. We're anticipating that this trend is going to give us a 3-wave pullback and continue to the upside. But instead, it is making what looks like a flat here. Is this all that's going to make here? Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to start getting one more up before the drop there on AUD New Zealand. This one, you need to get more data to confirm the structure that we're going to have there. AUDCHF, you've already seen this one during trade recap, or that's not the one that you saw during trade recap, but AUDCHF has already started the drop, and you can see here on AUDCHF that we're almost ready for a drop as well. Could be lagging AUDCHF, so anticipate that this will also do the same and drop the same way that AUDCHF has dropped from this level. So the focus on AUDCHF was for it to drop from this level. So we're expecting that AUDCHF will be lagging and will also have this drop as well. Right, so those are the crosses. Let's have a look at New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD looks like it's building a corrective structure as well. Let's see how it looks when it gets to this level. It looks like we're making this nice flat correction there on New Zealand CAD. See if we're going to get this one to continue to the downside. Right, New Zealand CHF drops from around this level here after this corrective structure. Gives another opportunity here with this pullback. We're dropping here. Any other pullback here in 3, we'll be looking for this to continue the drop to the downside, and that is New Zealand CAD. We have got here a CADJPY. Let's have a look at this one in the bigger corrective structure. So we have made what looks like a three-wave move here as far as CADJPY is concerned. That's 3 up, 3 back. Let's do it properly. So 3 up, 3 back, and 3 up. And it looks like that structure may be done, and we start seeing a move to the downside. So why am I saying 3 up, 3 down? You'll see here in this one, you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got here 1, 2, 3. Okay, zigzag here, and then you've got here, zigzag here, and you got what looks like a clear WXY structure. And any confirmation here for a continuation to the downside will be a move to the downside on CADJPY. So watch this one clearly. It will be an interesting one in the next coming week. All right, so the S&P 500 and the rest of the indices, we've been anticipating a possible three-wave pullback and one more to the upside. Does not look like we're gonna get that. So this is now looking pretty much impulsive. And let's see any pullback here. The indicator is already showing us that any pullback here will be an indication for more downside. So let's watch and wait for the structure to build up here, especially back to around the 50% of this one move. We should see more downside on the S&P 500. Dow Jones will obviously be the same. So it looks like we're starting to have this one as an impulsive move. Any pullback will be an opportunity to continue selling the indices there. That is the Dow Jones Industrial, Dow Jones Transportation, obviously similar. We're starting to make this move here. We could be making a leading diagonal here, for a move. So if this is a leading diagonal, we should see 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A deep pullback before continuation to the downside is possible there on the transportation. Right, NASDAQ has been on an impulsive move since, and as you can see here, we're not getting a corrective structure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a 5 here? Where we need to see 5 waves here within this leg here before we start seeing the pullback. That is the possibility. So you could have this one just completing this move here for the 5th wave. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and downside before this pullback. Now, what does this pullback mean as far as this is concerned? Let me just take this out. So we've got here what looks like an ABC corrective structure A. A pullback, especially to the 50% of the NASDAQ, would be an indication that we're going to have another 5 waves around this level, okay, to make an ABC corrective structure there. That is the NASDAQ and the UK 100. Looking at the UK 100 last week, we anticipated that this could be making a flat. Does not look like we're going to get that flat. So we're looking for this flat here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and looking for this one to come drop here and continue to the upside. Can that move still happen? And we have this one as 3 waves and a move to the upside. Let's see how this one plays out in the week. For now, we need a bit more data to just look at it like this. The DAX, similarly, it was making this structure here, 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up. We anticipated that we could have this one coming down here as well, making a structure here and upside. So we'll be watching to see what we confirm, what's going to confirm in the week, okay? So we need a bit more data on the indices in the next coming week. The Nikkei, similar structure. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. You can see they've all made the same structures, indicating that we could be coming to tag here, one more move to the upside, have a structure like that, and then that will be an A, B, possibly C here, and then we start looking for a move to the downside. Okay, and lastly on the Forex commodities, the indices, the Nifty looks to be bearish as well. So this structure looks to be still intact. 1, 2, 3, still looking for this one to continue lower into the new week as well. All right, so that's all I have for you this week, guys. If you like our content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, and share the videos as well. Hit the bell notification button so that next time we upload a video, you get an alert. Okay, right, so trade responsibly. For those that are still interested in the course, you can check it out in our website. You can make an inquiry via our social media pages, via our contact details. You should have a great week and trade responsibly. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.